This is the story of a cup of tea. It was an ordinary autumn afternoon. The air held a slight chill, and the sunlight that streamed through the window pane had a golden hue to it. Aaron was sitting in an old cafe in the city. The cafe had a wonderful, almost magical atmosphere. Its walls were lined with bookshelves holding countless stories waiting to be discovered. In the corner, a worn-out armchair invited weary travelers to rest their bones. And outside, the aroma of freshly ground coffee beans mingled with the sweet scent of cinnamon, creating a heady brew that promised warmth and comfort. Aaron was absorbed in a book, his eyes scanning the pages, when suddenly the bell above the door tinkled, announcing a new arrival. He looked up to see who had entered, and his gaze met Maya's. Maya stood by the door, sketchbook in hand, her eyes wide with curiosity. She was a regular at this cafe, always in search of inspiration for her art. "Is this seat taken?" she asked, her voice echoing in the near-empty cafe. Aaron smiled. "No. You can sit." And so Maya settled into the chair opposite him, and a comfortable silence fell between them. It was a silence that wasn't awkward or uncomfortable, but rather held a certain charm. A quiet understanding that sometimes the best conversations happen when words are not exchanged. Soon, tea arrived. 1 cup of tea, 2 hearts, and a bundle of unspoken words. This is how it began. They didn't discuss art or philosophy over that first cup of tea. They talked about everything and nothing, their words tumbling over each other like the leaves outside, tumbling over each other in a kaleidoscope of colors. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they continued their conversation, their voices soft murmurs in the symphony of the cafe. Time for them ceased to exist. There was only the present moment, the shared cup of tea, and the budding connection between two souls who had yet to put a name to what they were feeling. Suddenly, Maya stood up, her eyes shining with excitement. "I'm sorry," she said, her voice a mere whisper. "I have to go." With that, she was gone, leaving Aaron with a heart full of emotions he could quite understand and a cup of tea that had turned cold. But the story of their connection, like a fine wine, had just begun. Would you like to hear more about it?